Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today I've got more terrible news for you guys, just sad news, and I've talked about a lot of god-awful things that have gone wrong this week, but this one really hits me right here. It's just a stab in the heart, this one here, and I guess I have to give you some backstory. I was born in 1993. Okay, so I got the best of both worlds. I got all the reruns of the 80 action cartoons like Ninja Turtles or I don't know, Transformers or He-Man, or if you were a girl, you even had an option like She-Ra, you know? So I got all of those reruns, and I got everything towards the tail end of the 90s and the early 2000s, right? So I got Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Justice League, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, one of my absolute all-time favorites. Just all non-stop action shows, and they were so good, folks. Even Codename Kids Next Door, technically, I would put that as an action show. Not all of them had the deepest storytelling, but they were pretty good. And one of my favorites out of all the ones that I watched as a kid was definitely XMen. It was just called XMen, but I think people put the moniker of XMen, the animated series, on there. But yeah, I think it was just called XMen, right? And that show was really popular. It was a really good action show. You might remember it. It's the show that has the theme song that goes like, na 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 na. You remember that one? Maybe not. I'm sure some of you guys out there might have seen this one somewhere along the way. But yeah, this was just a real classic. And one of the things this show brought to the table that some of the other cartoons didn't is that it would feature themes that you just wouldn't see, or you would see them, but they wouldn't come up as much. You know what I mean? This show covered certain themes like racism in its own unique way. Where we had the mutants, people didn't like, they didn't like them. It's people didn't like the idea that these people had superpowers while they didn't. You know what I mean? So they were like, oh, are they dangerous? You know what I mean? We got some of these kind of weird vibes that you would just never get in some of the other shows. Or they would never cover that too much if they did appear. And yeah, this show really covered some weird issues or some unusual ones that you never really seen too much. And it was pretty interesting. It was really, really interesting. I like the characters. I like the stories. Like I said, it was just a great show. And I was pretty excited a while back when we got the news that it would be getting a sequel, because this show left on a cliffhanger. X-Men, like I said, the original X-Men, quote unquote, the animated series, it actually left on a cliffhanger. And I believe it was just a couple months ago, it was announced by Disney that we were going to be getting X-Men 97. This was going to be a sequel series to the original X-Men, and it was going to continue off right where that one ended. So that's really cool. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a time skip or something, or if we're literally just going to go right from the final episode to the next one. I don't know. I guess it's too early to tell, but yes, it is a sequel series, and I did talk about that. You guys can go watch my other video if you'd like. And yeah, and oh, by the way, it's getting 10 episodes in 2023, right? So I was very excited about this. I'm like, okay, X-Men 97, this is really cool. We got a continuation, we got a conclusion maybe to the story, and if the show does really well, X-Men 97 might have multiple seasons. Who knows, right? Who knows? But now, I'm not so happy about where things are heading, folks. I gotta be real. I'm just... let's read this article headline and talk about it. X-Men 97 head writer hints Disney Plus series will reflect modern issues. The world is a very different place than when the original was first made. You guys can read this article for yourself on boundingintocomics.com, and I'll give them credit. It was by Spencer Baculi. That kind of sounds Italian. But yeah, there's an image. If you guys don't remember which show this was, there's a nice little image for you to give you a reminder. But what we're seeing here what we're seeing here about the modern issues, some of you guys are going to be like, okay, that's cool. It's, the last time we seen this was in the 90s. Actually, wait a minute. The show is called X-Men Night. Wait a second here. I just realized, wait a minute. The show is actually called X-Men 97. Why the hell are we talking about modern issues? Oh boy. This is not good. This is just a terrible look here from Disney. They've been getting just terrible. Disney is just terrible these days. And so we're going to be covering modern issues in X-Men 97. What do you think they mean by modern issues? Take a guess. Take a wild guess. We're going to see left-wing activism. We're going to see probably gender-related episodes. I actually just watched an episode of freaking Young Justice where they had, what was that, Halo, right? Is that her name? The entire half of the episode was pretty good because it was action-related, and the other half of the episode was Halo, this weird, awful character that she was questioning her identity and her religion, and it was like, what the fuck is this garbage? I don't know. I found that episode to be god-awful, folks. Just god-awful. And these are the kind of issue. What I just described there, where we have like Halo, what is it to be Muslim? Am I really a girl? Maybe I'm not a girl. I don't know. These are the kinds of things that we're going to see in this show because you just know Disney is a woke left company. It's just maybe I think it would be a bit. No, maybe not. It wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't be too much to call them a left wing. Well, okay, not an extremist organization, but they're very far left. It's a far left company that has just been indoctrinated, just full. Like there's still employees that are conservative. We've seen recently they had to have a rally where somebody was like, "It's okay to be conservative or right wing," This is the kind of company we're dealing with now. They've been putting a lot of this activism, indoctrination, all of this bullshit into their shows. Not just this show, like across the board. It's been crazy. It's just been crazy to see what they've been sneaking into their cartoons. Almost all the characters nowadays, they never end up with you never see a white man ending up with anybody. Just, most of the girls end up being lesbians. You look at the Owl House. You look at, actually, DuckTales, I don't think they even gave them, like, a relationship. Or actually, they did. The triplets, right? Yeah. Those are clones, come to think of it. I don't know. Webby and the gang there, or what was Webby's real name? I can't remember. August, June, or something. August, May, and June, maybe? They kind of did give them their own, like, girlfriends from the original, sort of. But, like, most of the time, those are ducks, though. Those are freaking ducks. What am I saying? But most of the time in these Disney cartoons, we're seeing this now, not just Disney, but even Nickelodeon. It started with The Legend of Korra. That's where all this stuff really started. But we started to see ramping up with the lesbian themes, and characters can never end up with the same race that they are. You know what I mean? So it's like, a white man never ends up with like a white girl. He always ends up, it always seems to be, for whatever reason, a black or a brown girl ending up with a white girl. I don't know what the gimmick is there, but we've been seeing that a lot. Like I said, Legend of Korra, technically, Adventure Time was kind of different. But Princess Bubblegum, not really human, but Marceline was, even though she's a vampire, she's actually, I believe, African-American under there. And yeah, we've just been seeing this a lot. There's been a push. We've seen leaks from Disney high ups that said that they've been pushing this shit on purpose. Like, hands down, right? Like there are leaks. You guys can go online and type in things like, Disney, hold on. Yeah, I think this is the one, right? Disney exposed leak video shows officials pushing LGBT agenda. Or no, wait, was this the one? Is this the one where hold on. I think this is the one where they have the leak, right? Where the one of the Disney executives leaked video. Yeah, here we go. The leaked, I don't know if it's going to show her, but she was in there. They're talking about it here. I don't want to play this just in case, because I think this might be copyrighted. But you guys get the gist, right? Disney releases statement. No, that's an older one. Yeah, but there was a leak. Disney's yeah, let's type in this. Vivian Ware. Let's type in this and get a quick clip of what she said here. Leak. Let's type in leak. Exposed, Exposed. Disney's woke agenda leaked in videos. Producer gleefully boasts company lets her add queerness. So yeah, you can see it right here. Let's watch this.
Disney's content. I grew up watching, all of the classics. They have been a huge, informative part of my life. But at the same time, I worked at small studios most of my career, and I'd heard, you hear whispers. I'd heard things like, oh, they won't let you show this at a Disney show. And I'm like, okay. So I was a little sus when I started. But then my
Yeah, so did you hear what she just said? Basically, when she started, Disney wasn't very politically leaning on either side. They kind of just tried to make things and put them out there into the world. I'm sure that there was always secretly a bias in one way or another. I've actually heard Walt Disney himself was actually pretty conservative back in the day. But for a while, Disney was just this very kid-friendly. It's kind of like Nintendo, right? They try to stay on the fence. They try not to get in there on the political and just be anti-political, maybe just, being politically homeless or being a fence sitter. They don't go in either direction. They try and play both sides type of thing, right? Then that wasn't good enough for her, But then my experience was bafflingly the opposite.
Was bafflingly the opposite of what I had heard on my little pocket of proud family Disney TVA. The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. And so
yeah, you see that? These are the people that are running the shows at Disney. They have an agenda and they're going to put it into their shows. 100%, folks. So when I see an article like this, and we do got to talk about, we do got to go down the article and actually read some of the things because you guys won't believe it. But this is where we're heading, This is what we're about to get. XMen 97, this could be a great show. But Disney is about to ruin one of the greatest shows that they might have ever. Actually, Disney did. Yeah, this wasn't made by Disney, was it? I think it was just made by Marvel Studios back in the day. Marvel Studios was their own thing before Disney bought them, I think. So this might have been. I'm not exactly sure who produced the original X-Men show. But now that Disney has it, they're hell bent on ruining it with the people they're hiring. Let's take a look, folks. Let's just jump right in here. Let's see who they're hiring to make this show the best it can possibly be. Oh, look. Oh, look. Though some may argue that Mayhem's comments do not lend themselves to any specific narrative bent, the outspoken opinions of a number of the show's production team may provide some clues into X-Men 97's bleak. You should have added the word bleak or woke might have been good. Future. Previously, the show's supervising director pinned a tweet to his personal account, a function which holds a given post at the top of a user profile, and it featured a message declaring, F Trump. He's still ya boy, F you too. Here's the tweet. This is one of the guys working on the show, Jake Castanera. So if you guys don't think that they have woke activists like her, my not at all secret gay agenda. By the way, this was leaked, like I said. It was leaked to the public. This was not supposed to be seen by people, and now we know. Well, we always knew what they were doing. We didn't have footage like this confirming it, though, but we always knew what they were doing. So we have that. And here's one of the people working on the show. Rad tweet brought to you by some rad facts. Here's the guy, Jake Castanera. Fuck Trump. He's still ya boy. Fuck you too. So basically, if you support Trump, F you. Just get out. And here he is with a mask on a skateboard. Like, there's no one else around. There he is masked up. What a loser. What an absolute loser. Likewise, X-Men 97 supervising producer Cherry Feldman declared in a tweet that repeated the message, Donald Trump cannot condemn white supremacists because he is a white supremacist. Here's this person again. Another person. This is a different person, by the way. This is Jake here. This guy, this clown. This is Jake. This is another person named Charlie. Who again? These are the people working on this show. Just nutcases and clowns, left-wing clowns. They're going to ruin it. They're absolutely going to ruin it. Just like what well, it's not going to be as bad as what Kevin Smith did to He-Man. Actually, it probably will be that bad. What am I talking I mean, weirdly enough, they actually made Tila end up with He-Man at the end, which was very shocking. A lot of people thought there was like that character. What was her name? Like Andorra or something? Andorra. I can't remember the name. But yeah, a lot of people thought that there were hints that Tila was going to be a lesbian with a black woman again, which is just something we keep seeing in a bunch of shows. And we know they're pushing it in there. But that was for Netflix, another woke ideologue subscription service that you might remember Cuties from. Yeah, you might remember Cuties from Netflix. Who knows? Yeah, I still don't think they've taken that down, by the way. And yeah, here's here's another Charlie. This is Charlie Feldman again. She's a woman, by the way. Charlie, it's one of those ambiguous names that could go either way. She would also eventually take issue with the acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse, who didn't get, or he was found innocent, right? He was found innocent, taking to Twitter in the near immediate aftermath of his not guilty verdict to declare the cynical inevitability of the Rittenhouse verdict doesn't take out the pain of what this status quo racist bullshit represents. So man was found completely guilty, and this psycho lunatic still just had to throw her hat in the ring and call it racist and a fucking murderer, apparently. Fuck white supremacy. This person seems deranged. How does a nutcase like Charlie Feldman get a Disney show? How does this keep happening? It like they have to be hiring. It has to be the HR staff, right? The human resources who hires people. It has to be them. Like there's no other way that this many lunatics could possibly go to the same company. There's no way. How do they keep getting hired? I don't know. It's just a cult, man. It's just a goddamn cult. Oh, boy. Feldman has also publicly explained that her personal writing is filled with such tropes as... Let's read them. Grappling with gender. Oh, boy. Now, if you guys haven't read the X-Men comics, you might not have done... What they did recently is they actually made Wolverine gay. Bisexual. He was apparently on the moon... having a three-way, who was the other? Was it Storm or Kitty or one of them? I don't remember which girl it was, but apparently Wolverine, Cyclops, and one of the girls were all having a three-way. And apparently while the girl wasn't there, Wolverine and Cyclops are just making love without her. So they actually made Wolverine bisexual in certain comics now. And I can't wait, folks. I can't wait for X-Men 97 where we get gender questioning or homosexual questioning Wolverine. One of the most badass, manly characters with his awesome claws. No, he's going to be shoving those claws up something, you know? And it might just be Cyclops' asshole. Who can say for sure? Himbo Good Boy. What the fuck does that even mean? What is that? I don't know. Mom stuff. Oh yeah, nothing says action cartoons like mom stuff. Ho ho ho. Queer kids going on adventures that have zero to do with their queerness. Fantastic. So stunning. So brave. Folk, myth, fairy tales. Neil Gaiman probably did this better. I think anybody is going to be writing better than you. Sorry. And anxiety over the future. It's going to be a train wreck, isn't it? God, this is going to be the next He-Man. It's going to be the next He-Man. To this end, X-Men 97 lead showrunner Eric Lewald has promised that the revival would not only be developed for the core audience of maybe teens of Disney. Again, Why call the show XMen 97 if we're focusing on modern issues? It makes no sense. It's nutty, it's stupid, and it's god-awful. And adults, but also explore adult themes. So he wants it to be for teens, but explore adult themes, and it's going to have woke activism, and I wouldn't be surprised if all the women ended up being lesbians. Wolverine's probably going to end up gay. It's going to be a train wreck. I could smell it in the water. Oh my God. They're starting out with adult themes, blah, blah, blah. So they're starting out with thinking of this is a bunch of adults thrown together struggling with something, and we're going to show the melodrama, and we're going to show you some of the personal things that adults go through. Oh, let me guess. Oh, God, let me guess. They're, again, like I said, they're all going to end up transgenders now, aren't they? Oh, what if they all have back issues, you know? That's something adults go through, back issues, back pain. Maybe one of them will retire. Who knows? I don't know. God, this is this is the modern day Disney, folks, where you get garbage. You just get garbage. And that's basically it. What do you make of DeMeo's insight into the direction of X-Men 97? Well, the direction seems to actually be going directly off a cliff. Let us know your thoughts on social media in the comments down below. This is technically social media. It's YouTube, and I have given you my thoughts. Maybe I'll give a direct link to the link here in the comment section down below, so you guys can read this whole thing in all its glory. It's a great article. This is a great article. I'm glad they exposed this bullshit. I had no idea this was going on. So good on Bounding Into Comics for focusing in on it. And these are the people that we're gonna have writing the show. Possibly. You know, possibly even more. God only knows. These are only two examples. Who knows who else is on this cast here that's going to be bringing all kinds of BS themes. But I don't feel strongly about where this is heading. I have, my gut is telling me, like, I have to watch this, but like, it's going to be awful. It's just going to be a miserable, miserable time. And I hope I brought this to your guys' attention, because not everybody reads like Bounding Into Comics article. So if you were really anticipating X-Men 97 like me, this might, like I said, this might just hurt you right in the heart. This is going to be a stab in the heart. It's just going to be just awful. It's going to be awful. I guarantee you that at least like half the cast by the end of this thing is going to be gay or lesbians, or maybe they won't even have a gender. They're just going to lose their gender in a battle somehow. I don't know. I don't even know, you know, at this point. But it's just sad to see this. It's sad to see that Disney has just become this activist shithole of a corporation. And I'm not exactly looking forward to it like I was before I read this article. So that's going to be it, guys. Please leave your comments. I can't wait to see those comments, folks. Can't wait to see those comments down there. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and watch an ad for your boy, Sandro. I'm trying to do this full time. Thank you very much. Peace out. Bye-bye. Have a great time.